Hey, Andrew.
Hey, Justin.
The Rangers are apparently good
They are.
because they're all going to different places and doing different things. And specifically, Cameron Reid is going to World Juniors Canada training camp.
Yes, he is.
Which is very exciting.
It's extremely exciting.
Zoo, Bilecki, and the Juicebox squad all got picked to go to the Connor McDavid prospect tournament, which is great. The whole coaching staff, is coaching the Western
equipment,
team.
Trainer,
Everyone's
going.
And
Mike McKenzie.
Yeah. The only one that was a little, I thought Schabel might get taken in as a goalie, but that was the only one that I was like, okay.
You know what though, is Kirsch is going to Switzerland.
Yes.
For the World Juniors.
Oh yeah.
So we need somebody to stick around.
Yeah. True. Maybe they were like, please keep him here.
Do we know who's going to be coaching the Rangers while they're away? I'm just kidding. It's only one night.
It's one game.
But still. Is there an opportunity for a crossover episode?
Yeah. I am prepared to slick my hair back and shave to a goatee if I can stand behind the bench.
Perfect.
And pretend to be. I do not want the responsibility of actually coaching, but pretending to be the juice for a night.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm super in.
Listen, I'm already bald.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can get heated. Man.
That's exactly it. I know I can get thrown out.
I can get you can get tossed out of a game yourself.
Yes.
Especially if a review happens, because I'm screaming at the TV. I'm getting ejected from my own house at this point.
That's true. Well,
it's like, Justin, get out.
We both have small children sleeping.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's also true.
Yeah. That's why we get ejected from our houses.
Welcome to the Odd Pod, where we're talking Kitchener Rangers hockey with the oddballs themselves, Andrew and Justin. Take it away, fellas.
Cameron Reid's going to training camp this week, so we'll know more, hopefully next week, about if he's going to be there or not. The tournament is always a blast. I love watching it.
It usually starts Boxing Day, so I assume that's when it
usually
will start.
There's a pre-tournament game on Festivus.
In fact, there is one in Kitchener, December 17th.
Yeah.
The pre-tournament game.
Okay.
And then there's another one at the Odd, right? We did not get tickets.
We did not.
Hey,
you know
what?
Who keeps reminding us that we didn't get tickets? Gord.
Loyal listener Gord. Yes. So, every time we see him, he says to us, "Did you guys get tickets yet?" The answer is still no.
Still no.
Hey, you know what? Odd Pod listeners, if there's anybody with 2 extra tickets,
you let us know.
You let us know.
We will
Maybe
happily.
You want to go with the Odd Pod? We will reimburse you for them.
Yeah, of course. And probably buy popcorn if you're there with us.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true. Or a beverage. We'll see.
Yeah, whatever you're into. Yeah. Yeah, so it'd be sweet to go manifesting.
Throwing it out there.
Yeah.
And if you know the director of communications at Hockey Canada, you know the email, just drop it in the comments and we'll email it.
We can be media.
We can be.
We can pretend to be media.
Exactly. We do it all the time.
It's one of our best farces right now. Okay. We do have a slate of games to talk about this week. So we are going to recap the London game that happened on Wednesday last week because we recorded that night, so we didn't have a chance to do it.
It's true.
And again, the Sioux game when you're listening to this on Friday, will have happened, but that is for us tomorrow. So we don't know what's
going on. So we won't be able to recap that one, but we'll look forward to that one tomorrow.
I've dubbed this week the week of puck luck regression for the Kitchener Rangers. Feel like I think we ended last week's episode by being like, the Rangers just need a greasy goal.
Yeah.
And then literally first goal against London was a greasy goal. Like
greasy.
10 minutes after you said that.
It was, because we virtually recorded and then we went and watched the game.
Yeah.
And it was the greasiest goal I think they've scored all year.
I was like, thank God.
It was just a mess of bodies.
Yeah.
And it just ended up in the net.
Yeah.
And it was attributed to Tanner Lamb.
Yeah.
Unassisted. So that'll tell you we don't really know how many bodies it hit. It just went in, which is all you need against London.
Yeah.
In their barn. on a Wednesday night.
For
Teddy bear toss.
For their
too.
teddy bear toss, which the Rangers got to do back-to-back teddy bear toss games on a weekday.
Two tossing. Yeah,
They were tossing everywhere.
They were straight tossers this past week.
I should say that they were in London, and that's why the teddy bear toss was happening there, because the Rangers one happened on Tuesday night.
That's true.
And they won 4-3.
There was also 20,000 teddies thrown in London, which was pretty awesome.
It was.
Yeah.
I felt like it was a little dig at Kitchener, but yeah.
Even in charity.
I took it personally.
I was like,
yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
I want to hear the audit on this one.
I'm already on Temu looking at bulk teddy bear orders for next year.
Oh, okay. You are of the suspicion that they juiced by bringing.
No, I know what you're saying, but I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
I'm bringing the difference next year.
10,000.
Yeah.
You're going to bring 10,000.
I will pick them up at the airport.
We'll fill Mike Farwell's booth with teddy bears.
We gotta get the Rangers bus filled with teddy bears.
Okay, I'm in.
Yeah,
I'm in.
Okay,
We should probably start that charity drive now.
we should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like when Newman collects all the bottles on Seinfeld.
Speaking of drives, Cameron Reid drove one into the net, his 7th of the year, to make it 2-0 from Jack Pridham and Christian Humphreys on the power play. It's 2-0. It's the beginning of the second period. The first period ended 1-0.
We should also mention Kirsch started this game. We speculated last week. We didn't know how this was going to go.
I thought this was a huge vote of confidence.
For sure.
I thought this was great. And it's funny because we were sitting up in the press box the night before against Erie, and he played well in the third period of that game. And I turned to you and I said, I think they got to start Kirsch tomorrow night now. And you said, do you think? And I'm like, I don't know, because I just think that if you don't start him, it's sending the wrong message. It's sending the wrong message. And sure enough, broken clock, right? Twice a day. It turned out to be Kirsch, and he played really well.
He played really well, especially in that first period. That's why I brought it up, because he was lights out in that first period.
Yeah, he just picked up where he left off from that Erie game. Yeah. He didn't play. He wasn't great in the beginning of that Erie game, but he got stronger as it went along.
For sure.
And then he just had a good game against London.
Yeah,
which you have to have.
You always have to be good against
because
London.
Suddenly it's 3-2. For the Knights.
Yeah.
Within 2 minutes, actually within 1 minute of the Cameron Reid power play goal, Linus Funk, don't want to get saying that one wrong, Linus Funk gets his 3rd of the year, which is the teddy bear toss goal.
Yeah.
And then a minute and a half later, Evan Van Gorp scores his 6th, and it's 2-2 that quick. And I thought, oh no.
A minute and a half of game time.
Yes.
Like 38 minutes of real lifetime.
38. It's true. It's true. 38 minutes of the London broadcast going through every single teddy bear toss goal that they've ever had.
Yeah.
Do they do that every year?
I have no idea. I've never watched their teddy bear toss before.
Because if they do that every year, you must know them all.
Yeah.
That's got to be like London Knights trivia now, is how many can you name in a row, because the broadcast goes through every single one.
It was
the first one that they have footage of is Rob Shrimp. Shout out Rob Shrimp.
There you go. Friend of a friend of the
pod. Friend of the pod, yes. Yeah. And
did we also mention that for the teddy bear toss goal song, they
always use that goal song.
The Chelsea Dagger?
That's what they always use.
Why
they used it last year.
Why do they use Chicago's goal song?
That's what I'm saying, is they use Chelsea Dagger as their goal song. That's what I said to you. I said, do they use La Bamba or Gloria as their win song?
Yeah, like
I'm trying to think of other classic win songs, but they're not coming to me. But
get your own song.
Get your own song. Start your own tradition.
Yeah, why?
Okay.
What a copycat.
Right. No, I know.
Yeah, and then they were up 3-2. And
then there's suddenly they're up 3-2. But now this one comes in at 41 seconds later. Jack Pridham shorthanded. This had to be a set play, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Because it looked like they won the face-off and then rimmed it around the glass. Luca Romano wins the face-off. Jakub Kromiak rims it around.
And he was gone.
Pridham's gone.
Yeah.
And there was some poor sap that had to try and defend against him. He got turned inside out.
Yeah.
And then Pridham just went backhand, and that was it.
Yeah.
It was filthy. And then the best part was Pridham turned to the crowd. Yeah. And did are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Yes.
Had a moment, and I tried to freeze frame it. I posted it on our Instagram story. I tried to freeze frame it where he was looking directly at a child in a London jersey. Which, again, probably was not his intention, but in the screenshot, that's definitely what was happening right there, which I loved. I loved that.
We stole your teddies.
Yes. Not like Michael Misa. Not like Michael Misa shooting them back over.
At kids,
No, we're keeping them.
Or whatever, yeah.
Jack Bridham's keeping the teddy bears.
Yeah. Your charity was much appreciated.
He is a thief of joy.
Mr. Grinch himself.
The short-handed Grinch. Okay, and then back on Hockey Talk here, Cameron Arquette scores unassisted for the game winner 5 minutes later, 4.5 minutes later.
Weirdest bounce.
Weirdest bounce, definitely. Yes. However,
puck luck.
I was going to say, you have to get that puck luck. You got to be lucky to be good.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah. And the Rangers have been bitten by puck luck lately. So it's like this.
Even in this slate of games, like I saw Brids hit the post a couple times.
Yeah, hits the post. He's got to who's tracking this? Nobody. But
nobody.
He's got to
count his shots.
No, I know. He's got to have the most post hits of the season.
It's a lot of post hits. I do seem to remember that Ellenis had a bunch of post hits last year.
Right.
And I said it's going to regress. They're going to start going
They'll go in.
Yeah.
And for Ellenis, they did.
Yeah. But there was no scoring in the third period. So we went into the break up 4-3. And that was that, actually. It was very low shot output in the third period.
Totally. Yeah. Only 7 shots in the third period.
Yeah. 4-3. The Rangers had the advantage.
Yes, 7 shots total.
Period. Yeah, total.
Interestingly, the Kitchener only had 1 penalty kill, which they scored a shorthanded goal on.
Yeah.
So very disciplined game.
Yeah.
We talked about this last week too. Is like the Rangers really needed to. It felt like they were getting some weird calls against, but you still can't put yourself in a position where you're getting even not great calls called against you. So they cleaned up from literally the night before to the next night. They cleaned themselves up and dusted themselves off and came out and just played an amazing game.
I think it's evidence that we're echoing the things that is probably being said to them in the locker room.
Oh, so they're not listening to the...
No, I don't think we say it scary enough for them. I think the 6'4" Finnish guy who has no emotion unless it's anger.
Yeah. I suspect it would be terrible on a podcast because it's probably just him just staring.
He does podcasts. I've seen it now.
Yeah.
He's done a couple of them.
I know. So he's gearing up for us.
That's exactly it. He's practicing.
He's practicing.
He's getting those podcast chops.
Doing some of them in Finnish, which is great because
great.
I can imagine it's probably pretty overwhelming to have to do a podcast with you and I and also have to do it in English.
Do you think he's ever been to the Kitchener Public Library?
Yes. Yes, kids.
There's got to be somebody that's a birdie in the air saying, those two jerks on the Odd Pod are talking about you again.
You think he has a Google notification for our podcast mentioning him?
No, I think he has it blocked. Actually, I know that's not true.
I know I don't want to get into this, but one bad part of this game.
Yes.
Face-offs.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Really atrocious.
Yeah, and
on the Rangers
what
side.
I will say is
18-36 is face-off wins.
Rangers haven't been winning the face-off battles in most games.
No.
But they seem to be able to recoup possession fairly quickly in some of these games. Like, it's weird. It'd be a lot easier if you just won more face-offs.
Correct.
But that doesn't seem to be a area of strength for the team this year.
For sure. Except in the next game, I'm not really going to talk about it in the next game, but Evan Hedrick won a lot of faceoffs in the next game.
Yes, so he did. They will absolutely have guys who perform well in the faceoff circle, but I think as a team, they're below 500.
Yeah.
So
they are, for sure.
I don't have that right in front of me. I just generally, from the top of my head, remember that most of the time it's more losses than wins in the faceoff circle. But it's okay because I don't think they're losing possession-wise if you had the advanced analytics.
Yeah, I think, puck possession times probably favor Kitchener in most games.
And I think that they just need to keep improving in the circle, and that'll actually be something easily identifiable. So if we won a few more draws, we'd probably have a few less goals against.
Get Sidney Crosby in for a workshop this
Exactly.
summer.
Yeah, get Yannick Perreault. I remember seeing, I'll age myself, Sidney Crosby at his first All-Star game was taking notes from Yannick Perreault
Oh, really?
in the face-offs. Yeah, because Yannick Perreault had the highest percentage in the league or
amazing.
something.
I remember he worked, that was like, he spent like a whole summer working on his face-offs, and then he came back and was just dominant.
Yep.
All right, so then Friday night, we were at home against the Peterborough Petes.
Yes.
For a 6-3 win in a very opposite way, where the London game, I think there were under 50 shots total. Kitchener almost got 50 shots in this Peterborough game themselves.
Yeah.
And also let up 36 shots.
Yeah,
so
there was 77 shots in this game.
It was insane.
A lot. It was very high event hockey.
Very high event.
As we will come to know the term.
Yeah. Kirsch got a third straight game.
Yes, because he's rolling.
Yeah.
And you got to ride the hot hand. And I guess there's some whispers that Chauvel's going to get a chance because Kirsch is probably going to Team Switzerland.
Yeah.
There's probably...
I can't imagine that he won't, but yeah.
I would be lying if I could tell you the state of junior Swiss goaltending besides Christian Kirsch.
Yep.
Yeah, Jakub Kromiak on the power play, 1 minute and 4 seconds in. They didn't have to wait long for this one. Jakub Kromiak gets his 4th of the year. It was absolute laser beam one-timer from his D partner, Cameron Reid, and Christian Humphreys, who seems to always have a hand in power play goals.
That was on a power play that happened 10 seconds into the game.
Yes. That's the thing, though, right? Is I've seen this team a lot. Like, I've seen this team get a quick power play many times over the past 2 years.
Oh, yeah.
And it has amounted to absolutely nothing.
Yeah, I remember the Brampton game from like 3-4 weeks ago when they got a 5-on-3 in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But that was great. That was really positive. They made them pay and didn't really look back. Jack Labrache went to the net and got his 4th goal on a rebound from Matthew Lachar, and Evan Hedrick is on the score sheet again with a secondary assist.
Looking good.
We'll take it. Yeah, Jack Labrache, he's a big body. We said last week he needs to be engaged to be effective, and I think that you're seeing more engagement. Yeah. He's going to the spots where he needs to go.
Yeah.
Follow the puck. He's bigger and stronger than everybody.
Yes.
Just follow the puck. Now, there was a cool off period now. There was 8-9 minutes without any scoring.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of shots though.
So tiring.
Lots of chances.
Yes.
Adam Levesque scored for Peterborough, his 11th. He's having a good season.
Yep.
But that's as close as they would get because Weston Cameron scores in the second period, 13 minutes into the second period, from Avry Anstis on what was a really fun mistake play that was...
No, I'm fighting you. No. And Avry Anstis is a genius.
Yeah.
This is his Kucherov goal.
Oh, yeah.
This is...
For sure. He put his own twist on it. It was Kucherov assist.
No, this will be forever known as the Anstis. This is, he pump faked that shot.
Sure.
Fluked out the goalie.
Mm-hmm.
Passed it,
100%.
went around behind the net.
It was all on purpose.
And then he looked like he was going for the wraparound. Didn't.
See,
got it back to Weston Cameron.
He's an artist.
It was
Avry Anstis, the artist.
Yeah.
Because
Pablo Picasso doesn't have anything on Anstis.
There's no mistakes in art.
No, this was pure perfection. It was strategically planned. We have a mastermind on our team.
We should do this all the time. We should miss our shots on purpose and then go behind the net and pass to the open guy because the goalie's like, what just happened?
It's called a fake.
Weston, yeah, there are fakes. And then there are fans.
And because Cameron wouldn't have been in that right place if it wouldn't have been real.
It's true. Weston Cameron gets his second goal, and it's the two rookies connecting, which was awesome. Well, that's a fun line, by the way.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it because he was back in London. Or, sorry, for the London game.
Weston Cameron came back.
Yeah, and easing them back in, of course. Like, I felt like he wasn't super out there a lot in that
No, he didn't
game.
play a ton of minutes.
And then all of a sudden, he was everywhere in this game. It's great.
True.
It was great to see him back.
Yeah, but this Stark, Anstis, Cameron line was a blast.
It's literally.
Yeah, literally, figuratively. Then 5 minutes later, Cameron Reid scores his 8th on the power play.
Oh, yeah.
Which is another power play goal.
What a bomb.
Another power play point, I should say, for Cameron Reid, which was, a laser beam.
Yeah.
From Alexander Bilecki, who just is filling the stat sheet almost seems every game.
Yeah.
And Tanner Lamb. So now it is 4-1, if you're counting. And that was with this was 18:54 into the period, so we've only got a minute 6 left on the clock. That's got to be it, right? That's got to be it for the second period. Wrong. You'd be wrong.
So wrong.
You'd be so wrong because Luca Romano says, no, I'm going to score my 8th as well from Cameron Arquette and Tanner Lamb, the patented insurance goal.
Yes.
One day we'll have an insurance company sponsor us. And we'll be able to say,
oh, yeah.
Yeah. So that was with 20 seconds left in the period. It's getting out of hand now. It's 5-1.
Was it just me, or did it feel like Romano needed that goal? Like the way his body language after it just felt like he was like a little relieved. I don't think it had been that long since he had scored.
I don't think so either, but not. Nobody's really scoring
at
the rate that
I think we got a little monkey off our back in this game in general, with like lots of goals from lots of lines.
Exactly. I think they needed to, and don't get me wrong here, like we're recapping this, they blew them out. They did, but this is a good team.
Yeah.
This isn't a joke team. They came in with
they tried to come back.
They came in with nearly identical records.
Yeah.
The Petes had one more loss at the time that they played. They were like 16-10-2, and the Rangers were like 16-9-2. It was basically a mirror image kind of team coming in. And you look into the in-depth stats, maybe not, but the record is the record.
And we talked about in the preview is that the Petes are also playing in the toughest division in the OHL.
Yeah, for sure.
So the fact that they have a decent record, and they also have to play Brantford and Ottawa multiple, like 8 times or whatever it is.
You get to host the OHL All-Star game. A handful of times. And then just about 8 minutes into the third, Avry Anstis, totally, definitely on purpose this time, scores his 4th of the season.
His second, definitely on purpose.
Well, he only does intentional things.
Yes.
He's an intentional man.
He's a very intentional man.
Yeah, from Christian Humphreys and Cameron Reid, who was all over the stat sheet in this game.
Yeah.
That's 6-1. Now, Peterborough did score about, a minute later, minute and 1 second later, they get a goal, and then they'll score another one with about a minute 55 left in the game. But it was out of reach.
It was totally out of reach, but it also felt like the Rangers let up a little bit.
They did. Peterborough outshot them, doubled their shots, 14-7.
Yeah, in the third period.
But it's one of those things. It was 6-1. I think it's also kind of like do you want to keep pouring it on and get into fights and get somebody injured?
Yeah, we don't want that.
Because we don't know what the directions are.
Yeah,
right? We don't know. I just know that if you got a 5-goal lead, you can put it in cruise control.
Yeah, ideally.
Yeah.
And then the next game, we went to Guelph, where we won 5-4. This was a Schauble game.
And this was a really wacky game.
It was.
Especially the second period. It was a strange one.
You know what I really liked about this game? The Guelph announcing team.
Yeah, they were
Their
great.
broadcast team is terrific.
Yeah, they were very unbiased.
This is a take note broadcasting teams of the OHL. Like, this is a great way to enjoy an OHL hockey game. And when you're the only TV broadcast, not alienating your other audience who is most definitely tuning in because it's an away game.
Exactly. I think there's some broadcasters who maybe could take a note that there's only one broadcast. There's only one broadcast team.
Yeah.
On video, anyway. Radio is different.
They each get their own broadcast, but
absolutely,
you can do a good game, unbiased, and you can still be supporting your team. Like, they were obviously still the Guelph announcing team, but they at least said nice things about the Rangers at different points, and they also called out things that were happening in the game that were legitimate for both sides.
Yeah, there was a couple times where they just, they maybe commented on a lack of a call, which we're going to talk about late in the game.
Yeah.
That I have noted.
But it was good.
Yeah, so...
Holy golly. Okay.
Holy golly, let's get it started. Matthew Lachar scores his 4th of the season.
Oh, yeah.
To open this one, 3 minutes, 42 seconds in. Again, another quick start from the Rangers. Jack Labrache and Cameron Reid set that one up. Matthew Lachar, we didn't mention it.
Yeah, we forgot to talk about it in the last game.
Yeah, he had a yawning cage in the last one, and
everyone in the building thought it went in.
Yes, Jason on the broadcast was like, he scores! No, I don't think he did. And it's, don't worry, man. You didn't make a mistake there.
Yeah.
I don't know how it stayed out. I don't know how
he hit the post. He just hit the post.
I have no idea how it stayed out, because you would even think hitting the post it would have hit something. It was wide open. There was bodies everywhere.
I know.
I thought it would just ricochet in.
I felt so bad he was so mad at himself, and I felt so bad for him.
But it wasn't a big deal because he scored right away.
Yeah, he came back and scored in the next game.
And this one was even more important at this stage than piling on in Peterborough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets him on the score sheet. Guelph answers back really quickly.
Yeah.
So a minute and a half later, Charlie Paquette has his 13th. He's been playing really well for Guelph, a team that definitely does not roll over. It hasn't rolled over since Jet Lachenko was traded to Brantford.
Oh.
This is a team that very much says we might not be the best team, but we are going to give it our best.
We are juiced up on cinnamon buns.
Exactly, from the mall that they play in.
Yep.
Weston Cameron gets his third to round out the first period scoring. This was a funny goal from Avry, Anstis, and Cameron Reid. Yeah.
It was just like Guelph. They said it right on the broadcast. They got too cutesy with the passing.
Yeah.
And Weston Cameron, I think, just got annoyed at how they were being too cute. And he literally just skated in, took the puck, and put it in the net. It was just like there were 3 Storm players just like passing it like they were doing like warm-ups or something. And Cameron just stole it and put it right in.
Yeah. Weston Cameron getting another goal, back-to-back games.
Yeah.
You got to love to see it. You'd love to see that chemistry that he has with Avry Anstis because these two guys are going to be relied upon next year big time.
Oh, yeah.
Ryland Singh opens up the second period, so it's 2-2. Our old nemesis, Ethan Miedema, set that one up.
As he does.
And there was a goalie assist on that one. I love to point out a goalie assist.
Good old goalie assist.
Yeah, Zachary Jovanovski,
yeah,
who's playing really well for Guelph. Then, 3 minutes later, Andrew Vermeulen gets his second. Now, there's a guy who needed one.
Yeah.
Andrew Vermeulen needed to bury one.
It's been a while.
Because he has been playing like some prime minutes, prime opportunities.
Yep.
So it was good for him to get a very important goal to take the 3-2 lead from Jack Pridham and Jakub Kromiak. And then Alexander Bilecki scored one. He now has 6. He's doubled his total from last year. From Tanner Lamb and Jakub Kromiak. Kromiak has been all over these score sheets, by the way.
And this was another puck luck one where it was like a weird
really
bouncer. Goalie it bounced off the goalie into the net. Like maybe more of a pass or just trying to put the puck near the net, and it just
put
went
the puck
in.
on net. Good things happen, right?
Yep.
So it's 4-2 now.
And at this point, they were also crazy out shooting the Storm.
Yes, they were.
It was like, what was it? Like, you have the stats in front of you after the second?
After the second, it was 32-18 was the shots on goal.
Yeah.
But we're not done in the second.
No, yeah.
We've actually got 2 Storm goals coming. A certain singer-songwriter from a Canadian band might count this one. Leo Serlin scores his 7th.
Oh.
His dad is in The Watchmen.
Oh.
Yeah.
The comic book.
Exactly.
Is he Rorschach?
No. God, no. Dude.
Oh, he's Mr.
That's the most insulting thing you could have said about
anyone.
He's Mr.
Manhattan.
Yes, Dr. Manhattan.
Oh, Dr. Manhattan.
All right, he earned that degree.
Did he get a... I forgot that.
Absolutely.
I forgot he went to grad school.
And then Carter Stevens ties it, with 5 minutes left.
No, this one I was like, how are they... We're tied.
I know.
Like the Rangers were playing so much better.
It was a
12.
weird one, and I definitely cannot blame Schabel in this one.
No.
I didn't think he played poorly at all.
He played great.
But you'd think at that point he let in 4 on 18. You'd think, okay, that's not the greatest effort. But at no point did I think that Schabel was at fault for some of these goals.
No.
It was just a weird game. It was like came in bunches. So It was 14 seconds between 12 Storm goals. Now, they did go upstairs on this one, and it was...
This was the one where the ref called it off immediately on the ice.
Very adamantly.
No goal.
Yeah, vehemently.
Goaltender interference.
And when they went back to the replay, there was definitely no goaltenders.
They definitely got this call right in the end. Yeah. I'm glad that they went upstairs because it was, very clearly nobody touched Schabel.
Yeah, and the commentary team, they said as much, but they also were pretty unbiased the rest of the game, so I was in agreement there.
Yeah.
Not to worry, with 8 seconds left in the period, Cameron Reid,
Mr. Clutch,
Captain Canada,
this week.
Captain Clutch, scores his 9th of the year from Cameron Arquette and Tanner Lamb, and that would eventually be the winner because there's no scoring in the third period.
Yeah, which was so weird. And only 6 shots total in the third.
But Schabel stopped them all, so that's it.
I think only 3 of them were against Schabel.
yeah, exactly. They were.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
It's
a weird game.
It was a weird game.
Yeah, because it felt like all the air got let out of the balloon after the second period for whatever reason.
They put up so many shots in the first 2 periods. They were like, we're done.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, what I will say is late in the third period, Christian Humphreys was called for a trip with 1 minute and 40 seconds left in the game. And this did not take place not 10, 15, 20 seconds after a Kitchener Ranger was dumped who never had possession of the puck. And there was no call. And I will say the Guelph Storm commentators did call that out.
Yes.
But I was going ballistic at home.
As were the Rangers at the refs at the same moment.
And I don't know what in the world of game management calling. Now, don't get me wrong. Humphreys tripped him. Clear as day.
That trip was legit.
That's a trip. But if you just let go a full-on interference, possibly checking from behind, it was right in the numbers.
Yeah.
And the guy was unsuspecting because he was looking to pick up the puck.
Yeah.
But he didn't have the puck.
He did not.
He did not have. Listen, I know all about puck possession rules, okay? Cale McCarr, all right? If you're not touching it, you don't have possession. But seriously, on a serious note, he wasn't in possession of the puck.
No.
Like he hadn't received the puck. He hadn't picked up the puck.
And the refs should have been watching that happen because the puck was going to him.
Yeah. And he just got dumped.
Yeah.
Anyway, it didn't matter because they killed off the penalty.
Yeah, but was
listen,
tense.
Had this gone the other way and then they lose in overtime or whatever in a single point, we're already looking at there's been some weird review issues.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Right? There's been some bad. For example, how come they can't review that? How come they've done this? They've done this twice to us where they go back and they review a call they didn't make.
Yes.
And significant time has been. Well, when do they pick and choose to do this? If I could listen, that's one of my things is with this league is I need to know what that's about.
Yes.
Why can they go back? So if we could ever talk to Brian Crawford, I would have to say, what in the world is this about?
Yeah.
Why has that happened?
Yeah.
Can we at least get a statement on, because the Juice and everyone else affiliated with the team is not going to say anything because they don't want to get fined. They don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah.
It makes the league look bad.
Yeah.
Makes the franchise look bad. Heck, the franchise inquired, I think Mike Farwell of the OHL podcast put it perfectly, that they inquired about the weird Hockey Canada Sleeman announcement 3 or 4 days after the Sleeman Center in Guelph and the headquarters of Sleeman gets the Memorial Cup. It was good that they said, hey, can we just have an investigation of was there a conflict of interest? Yeah. But the amount of hate that I saw the Rangers and Joe Birch and the brass, the executives getting online for asking that was like we were sour grapes.
Yeah.
Well, we lost 4-1.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have mattered even if his vote was gone.
Yeah.
It wasn't that. It's just why wouldn't that guy say anything?
Yeah.
That's a weird thing not to say. If you don't know what I'm talking about, the director of revenue at Hockey Canada was one of the judges on the bid committee for the Memorial Cup.
Yeah.
A few days after he voted for Guelph, and 4 of the 5, we're not sore over this.
Yeah. It wasn't a 1-vote swing.
No, it is what it is. But he reveals, or his company revealed, that they had a partnership with a Guelph-based company, the Sleeman Company, the beer company.
Not a small company.
That also is the name sponsor of the Sleeman Center.
Yeah.
So now if you have a partnership with them, it does benefit you directly as a company for them to get the Memorial Cup. I know we've gone on a tangent here. But anyway, I would love to ask about that with Brian Crawford. If we could manifest that.
They did do an investigation, and also if you want more information about that, Josh Brown wrote a great article about it in the Waterloo Record. So read the article.
Yeah.
It's good. It's worth it.
It is really good. Anyway, the Guelph Storm fall in this one 5-4.
Yeah, and that's a clean sweep for the 3 games that we are recapping this week.
Exactly.
And
so
we get to go back to 3 stars.
3 stars. Thank goodness.
I hate doing good, bad, and the ugly.
My goodness.
Could we change it? Absolutely.
We could, but will we? I don't know.
It does force us to reflect.
It's true.
Andrew, who's your 3rd star?
Oh, my third star is Mr. Avry Anstis, who was all over the place. He is accidentally on purpose a maestro with the puck.
Purpose all the time.
Purposefully, accidentally, doesn't matter. I do not care. People used to say Dominik Hasek was lucky. I don't care. He was still good.
Pablo Anstis is perfect.
Pablo, the life of Avry. All right, who was your third star?
He was also Avry Anstis.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, how could you not? He was so great. Who's your second star?
My second star was Mr. Christian Humphreys, who's very quietly doing everything he needs to do. There's things that don't even make the highlight package that he does. He makes unbelievable reads to block passing lanes. Yeah. He's all over the place as a defensive center. He quietly has 2 and 3 point games throughout the season. And even if he's not getting a multi-point game, he almost always factors into a power play goal.
Yeah.
He had 2 assists in the Peterborough game, and he had an assist in the London game. And he didn't factor in our Guelph Storm game, but I did see him make some incredible reads defensively when that third period specifically, when you needed a shutdown period. Yeah. So Christian Humphreys, I think he's our leading scorer, but it's more so the things he does away from the puck.
Yeah.
That it's just sometimes I'm like, man, I'll just watch ISO cam of Humps. And I'm like, man, this guy is just so smart.
Yeah.
Who's your second star?
My theme really is like very specific moments from this week. If you take Christian Humphrey's number and divide it in half, it's Mr. Jack Pridham.
Perfect. See, remember we said Jack Pridham could be.
I know
he
can always be
every week,
but I feel like Humphrey's lands in that.
It's true
in the world as well.
It's true,
and probably our collective first star. It probably also deserves that if we have the same player,
of course.
But yeah, Mr. Jack Pridham, that shorty. Like it was not, the one thing I wanted to say about the shorty is that it was not a surprise because he has been creating these opportunities for himself on the penalty kill all season long.
Well,
and we talk about him all the time. He gets these great opportunities to get out. Sometimes he gets checked, sometimes he doesn't. But this was just like a culmination of the fact that he is just a very skilled penalty killer.
Well, it's also, I think hands down he's the best defensive forward on the team.
Yeah.
I even as much as I rave about Christian Humphreys.
He's like the 1B best.
Yeah, he's right there with him.
Yeah.
But the thing with Pridham is I find that he's looking to create offense as a good defense on the shorthanded.
Yeah.
On the penalty kill. And it's McDavidian I remember we have this fantasy group chat last year during the playoffs.
It's a real group chat. It's
about fantasy hockey. Fantasy hockey group chat. Yeah.
Andrew doesn't have fake group chat.
No, we have a fantasy hockey group chat. Sometimes it feels kind of fake.
Yeah.
But we have a fantasy hockey group chat, and somebody in there was like, why is McDavid killing penalties? And I'm like, because he's the best player on the team.
Yeah.
And it's time to try and create offense on shorthanded opportunities. And that's what Jack Pridham brings. He's awesome. Yeah. It's unbelievable.
This is also a way the NHL is going, is having a great player on the penalty kill.
Yeah.
And so Jack Pridham is just...
Well, I've also seen it in Calgary. I know Calgary's not having a great year, but I've seen it with Kadri.
Yeah, Kadri's always out there. But he's also a great defensive player as well.
Exactly. And you see some of that in Pridham's game of this like really responsible two-way player who also just has this unbelievable amount of skill, which I would attribute to Nazem Kadri.
Yeah, and Mitch Marner in Toronto last year being the no defenseman on the PK on the power play because he's going to play the defensive role if they need it on the power play.
He has to.
So, we've just talked about so many great players now.
Yeah. The team is full of them.
Yes. And we saw them in full force this week.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to tell you, there's a bunch of guys who could have been on this list on our 3 stars, like Bilecki and Chromiak, Tanner Lamb, Jack LeBrash had a good couple games. There's
Christian
so many
Kirsch.
guys, Christian Kirsch, right? There's so many guys that we could talk about.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Cameron Reid plays for the Kitchener Rangers and is the captain.
And got 7 points in 3 games.
Yeah, and he just exploded, which he needed to. It's one of those things where it's not that he wasn't performing well because he was playing so well away from the puck, but the offense had to ramp up a little bit. You knew it was going to.
Well, last week we talked about the team needing intensity. That was my ugly, was the intensity of the team. And Cameron Reid came out in the very first minute of that London game and exemplified it. Yeah. Like he was intensity all 3 of these games.
If Cameron Reid is the best player on the ice in any given game, the Rangers win.
Yes.
That's basically it.
Yeah.
If he is the best player offensively for the Rangers, they'll win. If he's the best player defensively, they'll get it's there's some nights there's some great players in the OHL, and the Rangers will lose games
for sure.
But basically, like, the captain is the captain for a reason. He is the leader, and if he outworks and outplays, then the Rangers, I would think, 9 times out of 10 are going to win the game. It's that much of an impact player at this point. That's what I saw in these 3 games. And outside of the Erie game, it's been like 5 or 6 games in a row.
Yeah, for sure.
Where it's just been like a next level.
Yeah,
and he just keeps getting better the more hockey he plays.
Yeah.
So I would expect if he is perhaps in Nashville next year, I don't know how long he could be. He could be back if we're going to try and make a Memorial Cup run, which we absolutely should be trying to do.
Yeah.
Then I hope he's back.
Yeah.
But if he's there, I hope that they are paying attention to how he operates, which is the more he plays, the better he gets.
Yes. Yeah. Don't give him the 2 games and then
exactly. Don't give up on him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, that was our 3 stars. This week coming up, we got 3 games. So the Sioux game is happening Wednesday. We already talked about that last week. Friday night, we're away. We're not at the Odd, which is so weird. We are in Flint facing the Flint Firebirds. Then on Saturday, we are in Saginaw facing the cheerleading squad there.
The Spirit.
And then Wednesday, we are in Sarnia for our first meeting against the Sting.
We haven't played them yet.
Yeah, not yet. So Flint, we've played 2 games. We were 1-1 against Flint.
And Flint is just like a powerhouse. Out of nowhere. 20 wins, 7 losses, 1 overtime loss, and 2 shootout losses. Nathan Aspinall has 42 points in 27 games. Yeah, he's unbelievable. Yeah.
Okay. And then Kostov at 35 points in 27 games, and Lombardi at 34 points in 27 games.
Mm-hmm.
And all 3 of them have 18 goals apiece.
Yeah.
That's a lot of goals.
Yeah, it's a lot of goals. They've scored 9 more at this time of recording.
Yep.
They've scored 9 more than the Rangers.
The same amount of games?
And they have, you're making me do a lot of math.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 27, 8. Yeah, 1 more game.
And what is the goals per game average?
They're
totally messing with you.
108 divided by quick maths.
And Vakari is stopping a lot of goals. 914 save percentage.
He's been really good this year.
Yeah.
They've let in a few more than the Rangers as well.
Yeah,
but they can score.
Score. Cow.
Yeah, and there's at time of recording, they're 7-1-2 in their last 10 games. So they're firing on all cylinders. Pardon the pun. But they look really good, and they weren't really projected to be this strong. So good for them.
Flint.
Firebirds.
Saginaw on the very other end of the spectrum. We've played them twice. We've beat them twice. They are sitting 9, 14, 3-3. And like basically Klepov and Barabanov are good. And then
Jilkin, he's pretty strong too. I believe... Is Levi Harper a rookie for them? Yeah, he is. So he's having a good season too.
Like
he's a true rookie.
Good rookie season.
Yeah, but there's not a lot of depth there.
Yeah.
And they let in a lot of goals.
Yeah.
120 against. They're only 78 against for the Rangers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
120. That's a lot.
Whew. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of goals.
You can see how when you go all in for the Memorial Cup, this is... like when you're hosting.
Yeah.
This is the
turnaround year.
Like Oshawa's dealing with it too. They went 2 years to the finals.
That's true.
And this year Oshawa is like in the toilet. And it's interesting with this league is the turnaround cycle on building, because it's like you build up and then all your players are gone. And then you basically have to start again. And you don't have that many years to build up again because your players can only really be around for 4 years.
It is wild. And now with NCAA and stuff, they might be around less.
Totally.
It's wild in this league.
Yeah.
But
we're seeing it. And then Sarnia first meeting.
Spirits are low.
The spirit is so low, but not as low as the Sting.
No.
The Sting is tied with Oshawa for the bottom of the league
this
in
one's
points.
Tough to look at here.
They are 7 wins, 17 losses, 3 overtime losses.
They don't even have anybody scoring.
Yeah. They got 5 rookies that are playing regular minutes. One of them is Beckham Edwards, so 11 goals and 23 points. He's looking pretty good on a team with what feels like no support. To have a rookie leading your scoring,
for sure,
that's pretty exciting for them.
It also kind of indicates what's going on there.
Yeah,
if you got a rookie leading the scoring.
And then
they're in year one of the rebuild.
Exactly. And then Easton Wallace is also a rookie and got 20 points. So it's like
that's true.
It's like there's a light at the end of the tunnel for Sarnia. It's not this year though.
You know what? Technically, Beckham Edwards is not a rookie.
Oh, is he not?
Because he had 28 games last year.
Oh, okay.
It's actually Wallace is, but it's Beckham Edwards' first full season.
Yeah, sure.
So,
regardless, young players,
and they have let in 121 goals.
Yeah,
so even worse. Yeah, it's a bad time. It's a bad time to be a Sting fan, but you know what? It turns around pretty quick because it has to.
So it'll be interesting to see how the Rangers. We've seen them go into what might be quote unquote the easy game.
Yeah,
and really struggle.
Yeah,
so,
and it's also they haven't had an easy run of it. They're going to go and they're going to play the Sioux, which has their number.
Yeah, for some reason, the Sioux is our mortal enemy.
Especially in the Sioux, is like impossible to beat. So that game will have been played. But then Flint is a buzzsaw this year.
Yep.
And then, you know what? Then you got 2 games that could be trap games against Saginaw and Sarnia.
Yep.
So don't take those lightly.
Yeah.
Because you know what? Like, if you can split those tough away games and then win both these games that should be winnable.
Yeah.
I'll take 3 out of 4 every time.
For sure.
In that situation.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's our upcoming games.
Yep.
Upcoming. So next week,
Yeah.
the December 19th, I believe, is the day that episode will come out,
Uh-huh.
will be our second annual holiday extravaganza with the Odd Potties.
Oh, the Odd Potties.
The Odd Potties are back.
Yeah.
Annual tradition.
Our mid-season awards.
Our mid-season awards.
Do we have full season awards? No.
Absolutely not.
Of course not.
There's more qualified people for those.
Exactly.
So we do the mid-season awards.
Yeah.
And so we're coming in hot next week
Harder
with that.
to win a mid-season award.
Yeah, for
You're
sure.
only half done the job.
Totally. And maybe somebody from last season will win it because we haven't done this for a year. So we have a whole year to give away mid-season awards.
That's true. I don't remember anything.
No. Who was on the team last year?
Yeah.
And then, so then that's going to be our last episode for the calendar year. And
That's
then
true.
Andrew and I are taking a couple weeks off.
We are.
And then we're going to come back and we're going to have an onslaught episode where we're going to recap 12 games in 10 minutes. Rapid fire.
Yeah. We certainly won't be going through who scored each goal.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. So January 9th, we'll be back. So next week, holiday extravaganza break.
Yes.
January 9th, we're back. So don't panic. You might not see an Odd Pod in your podcatcher or on YouTube for a few weeks. So don't panic. We're coming back.
We are coming back.
Yeah.
Do you know who else is coming back right now? You know who it is.
Do I?
We're going to throw it over to our special Odd Pod correspondent.
Yes. Former friend of the pod. For our third installment of Odd History.
Okay, so here we are down between the benches. We're essentially at my workspace now. So I'm walking over to where I work between the benches. And like I said, I started working at Rogers here a number of years ago. Now, it's not lost on me that this is pretty much the best office you can have. And I don't mean just for Rangers. I mean, look at this. You look out on the ice. I mean, this is your office. This is your workspace. And it's not just Rangers. I'm fortunate enough that I work here in 4 capacities. I work here for the Kitchener Rangers games. I'm the PA announcer and the in-game host for the KW Titans. I work for the Kitchener Panthers, and I work for KW Junior A Lacrosse. Now, remember, the Kitchener Memorial Auditorium Complex is an entire complex. It's not just this arena. This is the Dom Cardillo Arena, but there's 2 other pads down there. There's the basketball field outside Jack Coach Park. I work at all these places. I mean, how cool is it that 4 different places I get to work here? And let me tell you something else about the number 4. There are games here for Titans games, for Rangers games, where I've got my family working here too. There are Rangers games where I'll be doing the TV hosting. My son Lucas will be out on the ice as the on-ice cameraman. My other son Declan will be up in the booth up there DJing the game, and my wife will be up in the concourse selling 50-50 with Rangers Reach. So my son Lucas started playing hockey. He was born in 2001. He wanted to come to Rangers games. We started coming to games. I mean, you've got an arena like this in town. You have to take advantage of it as much as you can. So we came for a number of years. I started working with Rogers in 2004, started doing Rangers stuff shortly after, but one of the things that's really cool is in my work, I do a lot of public address work, and Dave Schneider, the PA announcer, was a mentor of mine. He was actually a reference for me on my very first job application and helped me get a job actually in radio. So when Dave can't make a game, on the rare occasion that Dave can't make a game, and there's been a handful in the last 15 years, right here, this is his seat. And I'm fortunate enough to get the ask to fill in for him. So that's pretty unbelievable to be able to do the PA here. There was a game last year where Dave couldn't be here because he had a council meeting. I couldn't be here. I was in BC. And they actually asked my son Lucas to do it, who has about 700 games of PA under his belt as well. So pretty cool to have that. This place is an unbelievable historical monument. We call it a cathedral, we don't use that term lightly. It's pretty awesome. It's home. And man, is this the best office in the world. That's my odd history.
Thanks, Sean. That was awesome.
Yeah, Sean, thank you so much for those memories that you shared with us. And it was really cool that you were in the building doing it. Yes. We really appreciate that.
Now, 2 of the 3 of our odd histories have taken place within the confines of the odd.
The confines?
The
sure.
hallways.
I would love to be confined in there in a podcast studio.
We've found several locations where a podcast studio could be built in the
Could
odd.
that be a new bit for the Odd Pod? Does this area work? Next game. New bit for the Odd Pod.
New bit for the Odd Pod. Does this area work?
Is this enough floor space for a podcast
If we just
studio?
take one of these soundproof panels off the walls, we
Yes.
could just start collecting pieces.
Absolutely.
We already have microphones. Does that help? Does that make our case more agreeable?
And cameras?
Camera?
Yeah.
Yes, we could use better cameras.
And we do when we have a guest.
We do when we have a guest.
We
For
get
sure.
the best camera.
Yeah, that's our episode for the week, Andrew.
That is.
Want to say congratulations to Lando Norris for his world
Absolutely.
championship of the formulas of the ones.
My favorite driver.
Your favorite driver.
Hmm.
Yeah, like
Before it was cool to like Lando.
before it was cool to like Lando.
Or it was no longer cool to like Lando.
Yeah, you went through it this year.
Yeah.
I like those McLaren boys, and it was really fun to have a final race that meant something.
That's true.
It's been a while since that happened.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not so good.
It was the wrong result.
Yes,
They went to video review and it was wrong.
And got it wrong.
And they got it wrong.
Yeah, the referees decided the game. Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you to Ken Bourne for our directing. No,
Directing.
for our
Is
branding.
he directing this?
No,
This film?
It's not going well.
I have notes.
Yeah. Oh, Andrew, how did your premiere go in Los Angeles of your film, The Butchers?
You know what's funny is I don't know really too much about it because the director and the producer are still down there.
Oh, okay.
I guess making moves.
Yeah, great.
But I did see a little bit of their interviews and stuff, and it seemed to go really well. I wish that I could have attended a world premiere in Los Angeles, but I am a principal character, a lead character, as you might call it.
So we posted the trailer for the film
Yes.
a couple months ago.
For sure.
But Andrew, give us like the 30-second synopsis of what we need to know.
The elevator pitch.
Yeah.
Basically, I think the tagline is something like 2 violent criminals, they harvest exotic meats, perhaps, for the highest elite out there. So it should resonate with the tinfoil hat crew. But no, I guess I think the tagline has something to do with that they forgot one thing, their brains, because they're not the brightest pair.
Right.
But yeah, it's about 2 violent guys who aren't the brightest that I have no idea what to say because
that's fine.
I don't have that. Yeah, but
it's called The Butchers.
yeah, you can find the trailer on YouTube.
Yeah.
If you just search The Butchers, comes up, directed by Chad Andrews.
And Andrew is one of the main characters, so his face is all over.
There is really only 2 main characters.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Exactly.
So eventually
He's half
it'll
of
be
them.
Yeah, eventually it'll be online, and
Yeah.
I'm excited to.
It looks awesome. The trailer is wicked.
It's yeah. I'm excited to see it. I still haven't seen it. So,
Oh, okay. There you go.
Yeah, I'm still waiting.
Cool.
There will be at some point a Toronto premiere, and there will be, I'm hoping, a Kitchener Waterloo, maybe Cambridge, because that might be the cheaper theater premiere. Because I do have.
You mean the 8-seater in the Gaslight District?
I do have coworkers who are bugging me about it,
Yeah.
and I'm assuming we could probably get a few people
Cool. Awesome.
to watch it. So maybe
Sweet.
the Princess, Who knows?
Yeah. Oh,
we'll see.
That makes more sense than I can't remember what the 8-seater's called, but the world's smallest theater.
I know. You gotta love it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Just Cambridge things.
Yeah. Okay. Back to thank yous. Thank you to Cam Bourne, our director of branding and marketing.
Papa Bourne, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you to our product.
Oh, by the way, Papa Bourne, we need to talk about hats. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying it. Maybe we'll talk about 2026. We need to talk about hats.
Yeah, hats.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if he listens. I have no idea.
I think he does.
Okay, good.
Shout out to our prodigal producer, Liam.
The Phenom.
The Phenom. Tim,
where are you? Miss you.
Thank you for writing, arranging, performing, creating, producing, engineering, and composing our new theme song. And of course, special shout out to JJ for doing the voiceover.
Thanks, JJ.
And thank you to the Kitchener Public Library. You may have noticed we're in person again for the
KPL.
first time in frickin' forever.
That's true. I'm looking at Justin between two phones.
I know.
Yeah, one's pointed at him, one's pointed at me.
It's actually easier if you close one eye. You
It's
can
true.
see him a little bit easier,
It's
but I thought it might look weird in the
I gotta
video.
get my eyes checked out. I think my left one's not good.
Speaking of glass adjustment, there we go. And Andrew, how can you find us on social medias?
You can find us at The Odd Podcast on Instagram and TikTok. And you can find us on YouTube if you just search The Odd Pod or The Odd Pod Kitchener Rangers.
Awesome. You can send us an email at hello@theoddpod.com.
Perfect.
I think.
You should send us an email. Why not?
Why not? Yeah. And Andrew, as always, but not this week, you can find us at
the Kitchener Memorial Auditorium. Yeah.